Hello there, you beautiful spirits. Welcome to the Viral Report. I'm Lamar. All right, so I wanted to come on and give an update to some past stories we've covered on the channel. Well, we'll first start with the 44-year-old Pamela Turner. If you didn't catch the Pamela Turner video, it's a really great video. I recommend you check it out. I'll place a link in the description box below. So in May of 2019, Pamela, who had a mental illness, was fatally shot 5 times in the stomach, chest, and face by Juan De La Cruz, a Hispanic Baytown, Texas police officer, while walking to her apartment. Officer Juan De La Cruz was very familiar with Pamela as he lived in the same apartment complex as Pamela Turner. He shot her after he said Pamela tried to reach for his taser gun. Well, as of May 23rd, 2019, Officer Juan De La Cruz is back on the job. Now remember, he was suspended with pay for 3 days while the department conducted an investigation. Now the investigation is still going on. He's not back on the streets yet. However, he is on desk duty. Now, this was just a straight up murder that he committed. You know, if you see the video, and like I said, I'll link a link to the in the description box below, but he straight up murdered this woman. And this murderer should definitely be suspended without pay during this investigation. But all too often, these corrupt police leaders and unions like to look out for these dirty cops, all the while ignoring the lives that have been taken by these dirty cops. You know, and all these cops, they just seem to be scary, KKK members behind their badges, or they're just ignorant to their jobs. You know, they don't have any remorse, or they don't have any value for human life. And how are you fearful of the same people you literally live next to? It's not like Officer Juan De La Cruz lived in the suburbs. He lived right next door to Pamela in the same apartment community. You know, they both lived in what most would probably describe as the hood. I mean, that's just crazy. You know, we always talk about, you know, police officers who look like us policing our communities. And here you have a police officer who's of color. He's not black, he's Hispanic, but he lives literally right in the apartment complex as Pamela Turner, as the same people around him. Now, I'm sure there's some Hispanics in that area, but he didn't shoot them. But you know what? We're not even gonna go that deep. I do want to play this small clip from Dr. Claude Anderson, and he's explaining why African Americans are shot and continue to be abused in America. So I wanted you all to go ahead and check out this video. It's a small video, small clip, and then we'll move on to Chris Brown.
In that case, a black man then was trying to get his freedom, having moved from Missouri to Illinois, and the Supreme Court, and went to the Supreme Court. And Justice Taney ruled in that, being the Chief Justice, says that in the final ruling in the Dred Scott decision in 1857, said a black man has no rights that a white man is bound to respect. That case, that issue has never been overruled. Well, are black folk progressing in America? No, you're not progressing. That's why they're shooting you down. That's why they're shooting down a black man every other week in some place in the United States, or beating a black woman. These are just the police alone. Dragging you out of cars, beating black women on the street, shooting black men. Why? Because the Dred Scott decision is still in effect. It's still in effect.
Alrighty, now moving on to Christopher Maurice Brown, aka Chris Breezy. Have y'all been following this story? No? Well, darn it, that's what I'm here for. All right, lawyers are duking it out over Chris Brown and this mystery Paris woman who claimed back in January Chris Brown allegedly raped her. If you want the full story, I'll link the video down below. So the mystery Paris woman has hired Gloria Allred to defend her, and Chris Brown has hired a French attorney. That's weird, right? Chris Brown has a foreign attorney while the alleged Paris victim has an American attorney. I don't know what's going on here, but that's just weird. All right, I have to say, Gloria Allred and Lisa Bloom will say yes to any case. Gloria Allred is accusing Chris Brown of basically turning his nose up at the French legal system. If you remember, the French authorities allowed Chris Brown to leave Paris during an investigation back in January after detaining him. Now, Gloria Allred is saying Chris Brown is being arrogant because Chris Brown's lawyer is saying Chris Brown couldn't attend a recent hearing regarding the allegations in late May. So they were trying to get Chris Brown to come to Paris to attend this hearing, and he's like, I can't attend for whatever reason. Now, Allred is also saying if Chris Brown misses another court hearing, she's going to ask the court to instate a warrant for his return to Paris to make sure he attends the hearings. So there you have it. Gloria Allred is not playing with Chris Brown and look like she's going to have her foot on his neck. Chris's fans seem not to believe this story, so it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, to see if the actual French authorities actually believe what this woman is saying and that there's actual evidence. I think Chris is scared that if he returns to Paris, they'll probably find a way to detain him again. And I'm not going to even touch on his relationship drama he's got going on right now with his baby mama and his girlfriend and all this other stuff, So I'm sure fans are excited about Chris Brown and Drake teaming up this summer. Are you excited? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, you beautiful faces, let's wrap up this video with Wendy Williams. Everyone loves a Wendy Williams update, right? We all know Wendy Williams is out here living her best life and reclaiming her youth after Kevin Hunter has had her on a cage-controlling routine for the last 20 years, basically only allowing her to travel to work and home repeatedly. Wendy was recently out and seen on stage with DJ Booth at Hot 97 Summer Jam. Now, I was the first to pose the question if DJ Booth and Wendy were knocking the boots. Somebody knocking the boots. Now everyone is starting to ask the same question. I don't know. I think, she's hanging out with DJ Booth as a friend. I think DJ Booth has a girlfriend, I believe. And it looks like DJ Booth is more of her ticket into the nightlife scene. That's how she's going to meet her next thug with a chain. Y'all know Wendy is about that life. We covered that in one of our previous videos, and those words came out of her mouth, So it looks like Wendy Williams is also shopping a tell-all sit-down. Gayle King has already turned her down. And we'll be keeping our eyes on Robin Roberts to see if she wants to sit down with Wendy. In closing, you may be wondering, why would Wendy want to air out her dirty laundry now? Well, the real reason is because Wendy knows this is about to be a costly divorce and she's going to need all the extra money she can get to offset some of these expenditures that she's about to incur and that's about to hit her pocketbook, okay? Now, with that said, I'm about to moonwalk up on out of here. I love you for watching. Be safe and have a great day, you beautiful faces. Peace.
Thinking about you.
Oh man, we about to get this party started. If you made it this far in the video, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, like, and that notification bell. It ain't a party until you subscribe. I love you for watching, and I'll see that beautiful face in the next one.